East, South or West, we are constantly searching the nooks and crannies for happenings unfolding across the stretch of the Nigerian endeavor. Proximity of situations, happenings and developments all matters to us as we carefully observe the going-ons to keep you fresh with news stories closer to you. Join us on Monday and Friday for a quick news round of Southwest Nigeria on Adamimogo FM Nigeria. Southwest Today, a network news compilation on happenings in the region from 3:30 to 4 p.m. at Adamimogo 93.1 FM Lagos, 105.1 FM Ibadan, and 107.7 FM Ido-Ekiti. Southwest Today, issues that are closer to you.
Hello, this is Southwest Today, your comprehensive source for news across Southwest Nigeria. And we are live across the region with Adamimogo 93.1 FM Lagos, Adamimogo 105.1 FM Ibadan, and Adamimogo 107.7 FM Ekiti. I'm Sam Olugbemini. Now the headlines: outrage as DSS operatives arrest NLC president, invade setup office. And Lagos Women Affairs Commissioner laments influx of migrants into Lagos, advocates more family planning campaigns. Oyo governor returns to project commissioning after long holiday. Ekiti orders contractors to stop using laterite for road construction. Now a dive into this story is the Nigeria Labour Congress is locked in a meeting following the detention of its president Joe Ajero by the Department of State Services. According to NLC's head of Public Relations, Benson Opa, Ajero was on his way to the United Kingdom for a global workers' gathering when he was arrested without a legal warrant or formal notice. The NLC condemned the action as a brazen act of lawlessness and intimidation and called for Ajero's immediate release. The Congress also urged the international community and human rights organizations to take note of what it described as Nigeria's growing authoritarianism. In a related development, personnel from the Department of State Services stormed the Abuja office of the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project setup, seeking to arrest the organization's Deputy Director, Kalawale Oluwadare. SERAP disclosed the incident in a social media post stating that the DSS officials asked specifically for its Deputy Director. The reason for the attempted arrest remains unclear, but it is believed to be connected to SERAP's recent advocacy efforts for government accountability and transparency. The story is currently trending on social media, with several Nigerians expressing their displeasure at the incident. And now the convener campaign for dignity in governance, Razak Olokoba, says President Bola Tinubu's first term may be a disaster if he fails to hand more power to state governors. He said the current structure had been tested and failed, reflecting the need to try other political structures that fit into something that can make Nigeria prosper. For this reason, he advocated establishment of state police, state control of public businesses, among others.
Local refineries should be our attention now. Dangote should be producing his oil. Modern refinery should be given access to crude oil. Government refinery either privatized or in the present status quo was now producing oil. And every states in this country must have their own refinery.
On the current crisis in the oil sector, Olokwaba argued that the introduction of more local players aside the Dangote Petroleum Refinery would help the control of local and international demands.
The best guarantee for Nigeria towards prosperity is to change the windmill of Nigeria. And for Nigerians, there's no, how can the president of Nigeria read that kind of numerous security report in a day? You attend to sport, you attend to health, you attend to economy. We are talking about
Institutions that would not be subject to the excessive control of individuals. And our elder statesman, Ayo Adebanjo, has been praised for his significant contributions to the Pan-Yoruba Socio-Cultural Secretary General Ademola Folari, who led a delegation to Adebanjo's Lekki residence in Lagos. According to a statement by the National Publicity Secretary, Jare Ajayi, the visit followed the inaugural meeting of Afeniferi's new executive committee. Folari highlighted Adebanjo's patriotic leadership, while Ajayi noted that the visit aimed to appreciate those who have contributed to the progress of Afeniferi, Yoruba land, and Nigeria. And still in the center of excellence, the Lagos State Commissioner for Women Affairs and Province to intensify efforts in raising awareness about family planning. Speaking during an interactive session with women-focused NGOs, Dada stressed that many indigent residents in the state have more children than they can cater for, contributing.
If you have them to fall, the fact that we did a mistake. Yes, the problem that two. But go out there. When you look at these people, they have 5, they have 6, and you'll be wondering about them. Shame. It's a challenge for us as a country.
Dada noted that although the Lagos State government has implemented constant influx of people into the state, is making it difficult for government to keep up.
I'm just wanting to say that there are opportunities, but people, NGOs are doing palliative. You see that the same set of people go from place to place to collect these palliatives. So some people just come to Lagos to just grab whatever they can get from this our Lagos. So government is doing a lot.
She called on NGOs to play a bigger role in educating families about responsible planning to ease the strain on both families and government resource companies that violated and endangered host communities by some of their actions. The chairman of the Ogun State Task Force on Environmental Compliance and Enforcement, Farouk Akintude, announced the closures in Abeokuta, which affected Nixon Paper Limited, Longxiang Aluminium in Shagamu, New Shidai Manufacturing Limited in Mowe, and 2 unregistered companies in the Ogere axis of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Akintude said the closure followed complaints from nearby communities about the discharge of untreated wastewater by these companies and their refusal to stop work despite an earlier directive. And that's the size from our end. We will now join Fortune Omoshola, who is in Ibadan, to give us updates from there.
Adamimogo 105.1 FM, Ibadan. These are some of the stories from our side of the package this afternoon. A former presidential candidate has reacted to the recent tanker explosion in Oyo and Niger states. The Labour Party man Peter Obi, in a post on his X handle earlier, described the loss of lives and livelihood in tanker explosion as painful. According to him, the major explosion comes barely 24 hours after that of Oyo, which, according to him, was disheartening. The former Anambra State governor, who joined others to commiserate with the people and government of both states, commended safety and emergency agencies for the work done to contain the fire. In another matter, the state government is prepared to take decisive steps on the recent fuel price hike. Speaking recently, the state governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, affirmed that his administration would only take decisions that would put the economic interest of the state into consideration. The governor, who is expected to resume duty today after his 4-week vacation, said he has some pending decisions to make in relation to the recent increase in the price of fuel. He added that he would return immediately to flagging off new projects and commissioning some others. In another matter, talking politics, the leader of RNRI Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Elijah Ayodele, has predicted that Governor Seyi Makinde is destined for Nigeria's highest office if he remains steadfast in his political party. The cleric claimed that God showed him a vision where Makinde's loyalty to his current political platform would pave the way for him to become Nigeria's president.
This 21 days consultation now. There's an higher ground you are going. You are going to higher ground in your party. Don't leave your party. Start a wider consultation. You may get it, you may not get it. Seyi Makinde, there's a next chapter for you. If only you follow the instruction. Right from tomorrow, Monday, which is Monday is 10th of September. Start your consultation. Quick. If you want to be somebody politically, if you miss this chance, this can send you, completely packing politically.
Primate Ayodele speaking there. This prophecy has ignited discussions about Makinde's political future and potential aspirations beyond his current role as governor. In another development, the state government has strongly condemned the illegal sale of adulterated diesel along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, describing the activity as an eyesore. Speaking during a monitoring exercise, the Commissioner for Environment and Natural Resources, Abdulmajid Mogbojubola, ordered the demolition of structures used by black marketers in the area. Also addressing the illegal traders, Mogbojubola emphasized the government's stance against the unauthorized sale of fuel products, urging them to cease operations. He also directed the Odono Kekere Fish Market to improve sanitation in that environment. In the meantime, the expectations of local government administration in the area of education has been given a fillip courtesy of a recent vow that was made by council boards in that part. Chairman of Irakwa Local Government Area for your state, Honorable Tunde Olaiwola, reiterated his commitment recently to the education development of his people, which he said would take the council and constituents to greater heights. The council boss in a statement said that it's also committed to infrastructural development, security enhancement, community support, and agriculture of Irakwa. He helped in this while cataloguing his achievements in his first 100 days in office as chairman. And the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, is set to train councillors and select functionaries from all local government areas in southwest Nigeria. The training, which is in collaboration with the National Councillors Forum and Icon Global Foundation, is scheduled from tomorrow, September 10 to Friday, September 13 at Leisure Spring Hotel, Iwo-Ibadan Road, Osogbo, as part of a broader anti-graft program designed by the EFCC organ. According to a statement by the consultant to the anti-corruption with EFCC organ and NCFN, Chief Ephraim Owono, the program is part of a landmark plan to rid Nigeria of economic crimes, which the groups have earlier branded a cankerworm to Nigeria. Finally, in Osun State, the state government says it is ready for transition to an agro-industrial society that relies solely on locally sourced materials for such evolution. Governor Adamimogo spotted this while updating industry captains and leading Nigerian businessmen at a social event recently. He said the new plan will be achieved through ongoing multi-sectoral infrastructural upgrade and real sector policy frameworks. In a statement through his spokesperson Olawale Rashid, the Osun State governor noted that his government has embarked on serial infrastructural upgrade to ease the business environment and attract other businesses into the state. According to him, his administration is constructing several kilometers of railroads to achieve rural trade connectivity, the construction of intercity roads to ease rural-urban linkage, and the construction of dualized roads and flyover bridges to ease congestion at major city centers. And that's the slice of the bulletin from 105.1 FM studio in Ibadan. Over now to Ekiti for the rest of the package. I am Fortune Omoshola. Good afternoon.
To their letter of awards, the government, in the same vein, warned against compromising regulated standards and quality. The State Commissioner for Information and Civic Orientation, Taiwo Latubosun, gave the charge during the weekend, saying the government would not accept jobs done without meeting up with the yearnings of the people, especially in terms of durability. According to him, it is the intention of the present government to turn most, if not all, parts of the state's construction sites, adding that the Oyebanji administration intends to initiate long-lasting projects that would stand the test of time. So within the state government has lauded the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare for adding nutrition to Nigeria Health Commodities Logistics Management Information System. The Director General of Ekiti State Primary Health Care Development Agency, Dr. Ayodele Saluwa, gave the commendation during a two-day training workshop organized by the Federal Ministry of Health and Ekiti State Primary Health Care Development in collaboration with Nutrition International on nutrition commodities logistics onboarding into the Nigeria Health Logistics Management Information System. But it is about fostering growth, learning, and energetic childhood. A legal practitioner and public affairs analyst, Bayo Idowu, has thrown his weight behind the statement of President Bola Tinubu that the country must experience hard times before things get better. Idowu, while speaking earlier today on Adamimogo FM's Current Affairs program, commended President Tinubu for taking the decisions of the removal of fuel subsidy and the unification of the Naira, which according to him should have been done a long time ago.
Our journey to this dire strait did not start last year. It seemed without fear of liquidation. We found out that our problem started from the military era. We may be denying it, but we can't say because our problem started that time and we should throw up our hands in exasperation that there is no solution. But thank goodness that we are back to full-strong democracy. There's never again should we have military rule in Nigeria. It's a hard decision that it took, but to have been taken far long time ago.
Reacting to the arrest of the president of the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, Joe Ajaero, he said there have been invitations for him to address allegations that the Labour House was harboring an individual involved in activities that can destabilize the Nigerian government in which it did not honor properly. Idowu berated the threat of the protest by members of the NLC over Ajaero's invitation, therefore advised the people to be fair and observe the rule of law. He further commended Ekiti State Governor Biodun Yebanji for his efforts in changing the narrative that Ekiti State is a civil servant state that depends majorly on federal allocation, citing examples that the investment in agriculture, partnership with banks to give loans to women, construction of markets and roads, among others, improve the state economy. Meanwhile, the immediate past secretary of the People's Democratic Party in Ekiti State, Ogunfunmilayo Theresa, has condemned the state government for running a deceptive free education system. According to her, what Governor Biodun Yebanji proclaimed as free education when he assumed office was a deceptive one, adding that primary and secondary schools are still charging obnoxious fee. Funmi Ogun raised the allegation in a statement issued in Ado-Ekiti yesterday by a special advisor on media, Oladimeji Ateni Biaje. The former commissioner picked holes in the implementation of a policy, particularly the recent upward review of the boarding fee payable in secondary schools commencing from 2024-2025 session. The PDP governorship aspirant said any increase in tuition fee at this time when Nigerians are groaning in excruciating. And finally, in neighboring Ondo State, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has opened its online portal for the accreditation of media organizations and journalists covering the upcoming Ondo State governorship election set for November 16, 2024. INEC, in a statement released today by its National Commissioner and Chairman of the Information and Voter Education Committee, Sam Olumekun, announced that the portal is now live and will remain open until midnight on Thursday, October 31st, 2024. It added that media outlets interested in deploying reporters and technical staff for election coverage are required to submit their application through INEC portal. And that's it from our end here on Southwest today on Adamimogo 107.7 FM. Ado-Ekiti will now head back to Lagos where Sam Olugbemini is standing by.
Thank you very much, Doi. That's the bits that we have for you from across the states in the southwest of Nigeria today. We return on Friday with the Yoruba edition of Southwest Today on Adamimogo 93.1 FM Lagos, Adamimogo 105.1 FM Ibadan, and Adamimogo 107.7 FM in Ado-Ekiti. Once again, I'm Sam